Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, today, let me get back over where I was. See where I was a minute. Today it's Tuesday. Let's go back. Today Tuesday, and I can't wait to get this show started. Share the show. Do everything you do not to share the show. I see me on. I got all my devices working. Share the show, everybody. I'm like, I need your help today. I need your help. What's interesting, Johnny Arnett, you first today. Now, let me shout out to my starting five. We got D. Holcomb, Michael Smith on YouTube over there, but we got Sonya Billingsley, Brian Boatwright, we got Daryl Anderson, we got Johnny Arnett. Y'all couldn't wait to get back on Facebook. Y'all, it was my fault. I forgot. Y'all got to understand that the Olympics don't allow you to play none of their stuff, and I played a lot of their stuff yesterday. So Facebook said, see, YouTube won't shut you down in the beginning. Y'all give me a thumbs up and share the show right away. YouTube don't shut you off they'll tell you later, Robert, you can't do that, player. So I went to I went and told them they can erase that out of there. You'll be able to see it later. But they can erase that because I don't mean to, but that's their intellectual property. I didn't mean to, and I didn't think about it. Sometimes I do electronic people's property. Since I'm on a live show, they think, no, I really just be trying to bring attention to certain things that happen, but they don't understand because other people use this as their gain, to gain off it. So I understand what they're doing, but I just want to let y'all know what happened yesterday. I forgot, the Olympics 4 years old. I forgot they are very particular about the rights of stuff. So I won't be playing anything that's playing on the Olympics. I was watching the Olympics a minute ago. I was watching, I don't know what the score is now, but France was beating Canada. If somebody been watching basketball, been thinking about basketball, I need my basketball people. So share the show. If you're not a basketball person, share the show. What's going on with Jamal Murray? Could somebody tell me? I've been thinking about that. He don't look the same, y'all. Let me go into my bag here. He don't look the same. Anybody? Congratulations to the new graduate. You got a new graduate, Johnny Arnett. We didn't know Ricky Scott. He ain't tell me nothing. He didn't tell me about the new graduate. So, who you got graduating over there? Who graduated, Johnny Arnett? Brad, what's up, baby? I see you out there. Let's see what else I want to. I'm trying to see where I want to go because when I left off the show, I wanted to talk about some stuff. I wanted to share some grassroots stuff with you. What else? That stuff. I know I didn't. Let's go. Let's make sure everything is right. Y'all don't understand. I like to make sure everything is right. And guess what? A lot of my stuff didn't transfer. Come on, Robert. Come on. Kevin Kate, what's up, baby? I'm just waiting on people to get in here, y'all. That's all. I'm just messing around. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, do me a favor. That man worry about what somebody just. You know what I've been finding out? Why would somebody post this? I wasn't even trying. And I don't want to get off of Facebook because Facebook do some great things for the show. But somebody's saying this what they what you call post. Paying Dak $60 million is treason. Not even Mahomes is worth that. Maybe if they spend more time watching the Chop Shop, they'll understand that a guy that's been in this business, nobody's worth it. But that's what the market dictates. Not one time have I heard this guy say anything about the owner don't deserve to be a billionaire. If his dumb ass gonna pay Dak $60 million, let him pay it. Why does it hurt you if Dak getting $60 million? Y'all follow me? I'm just sitting there looking. I just saw that, y'all. I that was off script, but shout out to Frozen 2.0. It's a restaurant bar. 4711 Ennis, right across the street from the garage, TSU garage. Got great food, great staff, great. Shout out to them, man. Doing homecoming, I want to make sure everybody's there. We're gonna make that the Chop Shop's location. Before you go to the homecoming, make sure you stop by there, get yourself straight, and then get over to the homecoming. You can walk right down the street to the homecoming. But the homecoming festivities, yeah. But I'm sitting there watching, and a lot of my stuff didn't transfer, and I'm kind of mad off about it. I don't know why it didn't transfer. Let me go out of it and then come back in. Yeah, I'm trying to wait on some stuff to do. Come on, y'all don't do me like that. Come on, iCloud. iCloud playing around with me. But what's up, Mr. Wheatfall? I see you there. I see. Okay, see that? It got me right, y'all. But I was watching some stuff, right? Shout out to Kamala Harris again. I got something for her. You know what, y'all? But what my girls? What my and my women up? I'll play this twice today. This was Kamala told them boys last night. Cause I get tired of people messing with her. This what she did to them last night. Who it be? It be me, and Timothy. Now look. Hold up. That's what Kamala Harris told these people last night. Jay Jackson and Lakeisha. This is what Kamala Harris told them. This is what she told them now. Watch this. Now look, who it be? It be me, and Timothy. Now look. Hey, Trump them mad again. I love Plies. Plies says she went and got the whitest dude she can find, so she can keep all them Joe Biden voters. She went and got the fighter. But Timothy, I ain't gonna tell you no like me, political science guy. You know how you hear his name, but I didn't realize the stuff that y'all got to realize. Y'all, let me break it down to Houston. Hold on, let me hit Kamala one more time. Let me hit Kamala one more time for y'all. Just one more time. Now look, who it be? It be me, and Timothy. Now look, who it be? It be me, and Timothy. Now look, who it be? Hey, to Houston. Timothy, it's time to meet. Timothy is the governor of Minnesota. That's the one who appointed Ken Ellison to make sure he go prosecute them guys who put the neck on George Floyd neck. I just want to let you know. We know who he is, Jay Jackson. But Jay Jackson, he was the one who said, no, Keith Ellison, you go down there, prosecute this damn case. He put the brother on the case. Because he don't do that, Derek Chauvin and the rest of them guys walk. Okay. That's who Timothy is. Got more on him a little bit later, but I just want to let you know. Y'all better go look up. Y'all better go she food. Everybody thought she was go with Shapiro. And I like Shapiro. And Shapiro said, look, I still got Pennsylvania. I'm going to deliver that for you. I mean, it's just, I'm just loving this, y'all. I'm just loving how this, y'all got to realize. Y'all got to realize. Y'all got to realize, man. Just a few weeks ago, Kamala Harris had the lowest rating of a vice president in a long time. Just a few weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think y'all get this. I was thinking about it. Just a few weeks ago. Yo, living in public spaces, I've learned, come with unqualified critics. Living in public spaces. And underloved analysts. I was thinking about this. You got to be able to navigate it's just so much. All the people who understand this, especially in public office, only this, you have to navigate the trauma sometime of divorce. Understand the doubts of devotions. If you ever had to navigate that before, it's akin to trying to sell a ticket on a Carnival cruise ship after escaping the Titanic. You know, after you've been to a divorce, you know, you're living, you know, everybody know it, and then, you know, it's hard to get back. Like I say, it's akin to trying to sell a ticket to a Carnival cruise ship after you know, escaping the Titanic. In all seriousness, if the truth be told, the last thing you want to get back into, the last thing that you ever want to touch back is something that you failed in. I was just thinking about something, you know. It just made me bring that up. I was thinking about how, thank you, Steve, how Kamala and a lot of people, you know, you got to understand, everybody have their choices. In politics, y'all always remember. So I just want y'all to really, really understand politics. I really, really want y'all to understand politics. Because I don't want us to be confused. I know y'all think this is a sports talk show. No, this is a show. This is the Chop Shop. The Chop Shop was derived from being in the barber shop. And you know how when you're in the barber shop, you talk about stuff. But this time we got guys that are experts in our field that talk about certain things. Now, we ain't experts in politics, but we study it. We ain't experts in everything, but we study it. And we try to give you I just really try to give you, me personally, just another view. I didn't care, not necessarily care, but I knew. I watched this program being her campaign being launched. You know how people we sit around and you know it, we think it's over. And then this girl was like a phoenix. This lady, this vice president is like a phoenix. She came out of the ashes. Y'all got to understand. Joe was a failing candidate to some people. Trump was surging. What nobody thinking about Kamala? Do you see how 4 weeks can just change your life? It can happen for you. We always. When I go back and look at her, y'all, I don't know if y'all knew this. Let me show y'all some. Let me make this bigger so I can see it. You know I can't see all the time. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so I can see it. Yeah, I don't think y'all had this. Where my glasses at? Y'all, these people. Let me see. Is that it? Yo, that was her back working for Obama on the Obama campaign. That was New Year's Eve. Back in 2007. That woman been working at this stuff. Shout out to Johnny Arnett, her son. Man, what's your son's name, man? Graduated from Sam Houston State this past Saturday. What's your son's name, Johnny? I'm glad she didn't listen to you, Darryl Barnes. Glad she didn't listen to you. Savion, congratulations, man. You know I'm gonna call you by your name, man. Your dad, tell your dad on me. Put some respect on your name, man. Y'all, I'm just thinking, y'all got to understand, because we got people that they spill. We got guys who go, oh man, we got guys just hate this woman. And Steve, you weren't here yesterday. I gave an analogy yesterday about Kamala. And you know what, Steve? A lot of people didn't understand this. Hold up, y'all. I had something. And this is 2006, y'all. Because they've been talking about this woman. Steve, I had this thing, Chris, Steve. I had people coming to me, telling me about Kamala Harris, because I didn't know her. And I think I used to get in it with Chris Walker on this show. I didn't know her. But I saw her with a white husband, and I judged her. And I'll never be that feeble-minded again. I ain't judging nobody. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. I know it's some justifications for it, but I just can't. But Steve, there was, people, I let people, don't let nobody. What I try to do, and everybody know this, if you watch this show, I try to make sure you're critical thinkers and you think for yourself. All I do is give you breadcrumbs so you can go and find certain things. I don't tell you what I said is golden. I just said, well, just go look. Go look it up. Go study. Go. It's unbelievable. A lot of us don't. You know why I can tell? Because I look at your post. But I was smart enough to never post nothing about her. I just didn't say nothing about her because I didn't know nothing about her. But this is her in 2006.
The criminal justice system is not working for the African American community. I can tell you as the chief law enforcement officer for a major city in this country that it is not working. We see that in the statistics that you've outlined. 2 million people are in the prison system in this country. Over 40% are African American, in spite of the fact that we only constitute 13% of the general population. It's not working. It's not working when we recognize that African American men, the leading cause of their death is homicide. We are overly represented both as victims and as defendants and as witnesses. Our communities suffer because our babies hear the gunfire every night, so the 7-year-old has post-traumatic stress disorder and cannot go to school the next day and learn. The criminal justice system is not working for us. What I think we have failed to do as a community, however, is own this issue of law enforcement. We talk about these statistics in the context always of it is unfair, it's morally incorrect. Maybe we have learned that from the church. It is morally incorrect. But nobody cares about that. You can look at Katrina. Nobody cares about the fact that we've got a bunch of young black and brown men in prison. That argument is not working.
Now, I want y'all to see, because I had myself over it, but I want y'all to see it one more time. That's when she was the district attorney. That's the when they said she was locking everybody up. But this the woman who was fighting for us. But did nobody show you this? Let me put it back up there so y'all can see.
The criminal justice system is not working for the African American community. Abuse, get them in meaningful crime prevention so the park can be safe. As defendants and as witnesses,
I paused that because I want y'all to see that. This when she's supposed to have been locking up everybody in California. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what they told me. She was saying us. And then we got a white man telling her how black she is. Or how black she ain't. And hell, you gonna let somebody tell? What is wrong with us? Everybody should have been attacking Trump's ass. We ain't asking him how. I ain't never heard not one of y'all talk about Melania being a Russian. And Trump being a Russian op. But we let this man go and talk about our beautiful black queen like that. What's that thing y'all be saying? GTFOH. GTFOH. Y'all know what I mean. What's up, Joe? See, so when we have our friends, and some of our friends, we got to know, man, this girl, this lady, I want to belittle this person. She ain't no girl. This woman, this magnificent woman. She get criticized for being a former prosecutor, doing her job. But I wish every prosecutor thought like this, like the way she did. I bet she's a prosecutor. I ain't never heard the prosecutor of Texas and Houston talk like this. And acknowledge the deep flaws of the criminal justice system, the system that she's working in, trying to change from a position of power. It shows that she's on the side of justice. We got to talk about this kind of stuff, y'all. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because there's a responsibility that we have as a community. It's a responsibility. Man, several years ago, and I ain't finna promote nobody. If y'all want, I ain't finna promote this, but I just want to show you something that happened to me. I'm just sharing. I don't know how I came across this guy. Maybe on social media. But I came across this guy a long time ago. So when my son went to the Baltimore area, and he played against the team in some team in Baltimore. I forgot. He was a freshman. That was in 2013. So that's 10 years ago. I went by this church because I was in this town. I said, man, I'm going by this dude's church. So I went by the church, Baltimore. Then I asked, friends of mine from Baltimore, oh man, because they don't go to church no way. Man, he got this. He got this. He got this. Why people always worry about what other people got? Why you worry about what Steve got? Why you worry about what Johnny Arnett got? What do you worry about what Sonya got? Sonya, I might need you too, Sonya. Sonya, I just thought about you. You got something. I might need you. Sonya. But Sonya, y'all follow me now. So I went to this church. I mean, something about the guy I liked. I think he had just gotten, he might have just had the divorce. He got a divorce, you know, got beautiful wife. He got caught cheating on his wife. Yeah, but I still, the message was just, I learned to separate the message from the messenger. Right? So, kept following the guy. The guy left his church he started and moved to Atlanta to take over church, big church in Atlanta. Their pastor had died, and Marvin Sapp, a lot of people come in, tried to be the pastor. He was trying to pick a pastor. They picked this man. Okay. He came in and the church had, I think, $30 million in debt. Big church on 200, I might miss an acre or two, 256 acres of land. Church was deep in debt. He took over that thing, came in and turned this thing around. When Bennett College was going to women's college in that area, in Georgia area, they were about to go out of business. I don't know how you shut a school down, but it's about to go out of business. Never forget, this man put out a call to help save Bennett College, help raise, because upper college, I'm going to give. Help raise, because if all of us give a little, it goes a long way. Y'all just don't understand. 1 million people giving $5. Million people giving $5. Add that up for me. A $5 million, 5 million people giving $1. Add that up for me. But I watched him, and I kept watching him. God, I go to church. Check this out. On my way, because Atlanta's an hour ahead of us, as I'm headed to church, I'm listening to his church service, because before I go to my church. So I'm just, during the pandemic, they fed over 1 million people in the pandemic every Saturday. Every Saturday. And then, I said, oh. But everybody talking negative about the church. I remember T.I. brought his little crushed ass to the church one time, and thought the man was prompting him to give something, and talking about, I come, people think, no. He said, he came and said, Mr. T.I., no, you don't, we're going to be all right. This church is flourished. This church had, on this property, I told you they had 256 acres. They've built 150 mini homes, starter homes for people on this property. I'm sorry, I just ain't never heard of a church doing this, right? So one Sunday, we got 33 people a free scholarship. Full ride scholarship on one Sunday. And the next Sunday, exact next Sunday, he just called 5 young people. He said, and this impressed me, because y'all, this is what we supposed to be doing. He said, if you're trying to go to college and you can't afford to go to college, come down here right now. From the 2024-23 class, come down right now. And I know we give kids a little gift and tell them to go and buy the gift. I understand, but y'all, if it's happening somewhere else, thank you. Let me know. I want to shout out to them too. 33 full rides one week, and the next week he just called it again. He said, "Look, come here. I guess another college found out what he did the week before. That college said, whoa. Look, school finna start next week. I got 6 scholarships to give. 6 kids came up there. One of them was pregnant. He pulled her aside and said, look," he whispered in her ear, the pastor. Then he said, y'all, this just blew me away, y'all. I had to share this with y'all. It blew me away. He said, look, he said, she gonna sign what they call extended, they're gonna extend her scholarship to next year. We want her to have a baby. So her and the baby will be able to go down. What's up, Jonathan Bob? Her and the baby be all right. She can go to college after she done had the baby. Yo, I've been going to churches all over the world. When I travel, I'm always, no matter what I do that Saturday night, I'm in church. Y'all, I've never seen this before, and it might be happening at your church. Please send me chopshophtx@gmail.com and let me know. Because what I looked at is the responsibility that we have as a community. Jonathan Bob, you coach a summer basketball team. The responsibility. I wish every coach, every volunteer would come in as the risk, because that's what the people do at church is volunteer. Everybody come in and treat those young men that you are in authority over, treat it as a ministry. Because y'all, listen to me. I remember every last one of my coaches. I don't remember businessman, all my teachers. I got a church that fed 1 million people. I ain't never been to a church. I ain't never been a part of a church that fed 1 million people during the pandemic. I ain't never been part of a church that had a ministry building 150 homes on their property for their people, giving away 32 scholarships one week and then 6 the next in one service. And I'm just thinking about, y'all, so I was looking, I'm going to go here because I saw something. About high school sports. I'm glad you're here. Jonathan Bob. Because I saw this article, and I'm just going to go through the article with you. This is not my words. I'm just going through the articles with us so all of us can learn from it, because we just, let's see what we can glean from this article. David Aldrich, a famed writer, Hall of Fame writer, he was talking about we're still chasing that AAU dollar. Okay. Explain the main problem that is a plague in American basketball. Okay. He said, how can I put this? He said, the United States has always been at the forefront of basketball. Okay. Talent worldwide. He said, while other nations have closed the gap in recent years, America is still clearly the best basketball country in the world. Okay? Y'all got me? So, however, some problems with basketball in America have flared up and has been exposed by other nations. Watch this. Okay. I love this. See this why. Y'all see, I'm going to stop. Y'all watch this. I'm stopping what I'm saying because this is a guy who's there doing it right now. And I'm going to put it up on the board for y'all. He said, summer basketball is a very transactional business. This is a guy that's coached in this space. I saw him with one program one year, saw him with another program the next year. He said, hold up, let me put it back up there, Bob. We might learn something. Hey, y'all, feel free to talk. This is a safe space. Now, I ain't going to let you sit up here and troll nobody now, but this is a safe space. But watch this, Jonathan, Bob. Summer basketball, very trans. I believe in relationships and the human side of it, which is why I bother some in this space. I bother some in this space. So I completely feel the message that you so passionately deliver. Okay, Bob, check this out. Y'all got to check it. Bob, we got more power than we think we have. Bob, I told people the other day, Jonathan, Kamala Harris, on that Sunday night, Joe Biden said, man, I can't quit. I can't quit. I don't know. I'm just me knowing politics. I know Nancy Pelosi and they love riding. I know they tried to get, because they said, look, in Nancy Pelosi's defense, Joe was losing. Joe got his old ass on that debate and embarrassed everybody. My son even called me questioning it. He don't call me questioning about anything. He said, Dad, what the hell is going on? I had to talk him off a ledge. But people talking about they did him wrong. Well, yeah, but see, y'all got to realize most presidents want, and Jordan did great. Hold up, the Biden administration got this company out of the pandemic and into the lowest unemployment in years. The debate. What did I say? Yeah, the debate. The CNN debate. Ain't been but one damn debate. So he went on that TV and went to that debate, and he just wasn't prepared. So them people were saying, hold on now. But what happened, from what I gather, the people wanted to skip over Kamala. Joe wasn't having that. They wanted to skip over Kamala and pick somebody else. Joe said, hell no. That ain't happening. Kamala, get your shit. You ready? I endorse her. Y'all, this Sunday night, y'all. Them black women got on that call on Sunday night. Which the black women in the summer basketball, the white women, any women, the Latino women, all the kind of women. In the summer basketball, if you feel that it's so y'all need to be on a call. If y'all don't know how to organize a call, I gave you my email address. Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Because you know what them women did? The black women had already been meeting for 4 years already. Okay, so they knew that all them other people, they just came on. All the thousands and thousands, these same core black women was meeting anyway for 4 years about this kind of stuff. So they was ready. See, when you already ready, you don't have to get ready. Those women were ready. The Zoom and all of that stuff that broke down. They had to call the dude at Zoom and said, man, you got to extend this, player. And they raised all this money one night. Joe announced that he's stepping down. Then black women went to work. Summer basketball. Jonathan, Bob just told you again, summer basketball is a very transactional business. That means people, you got to do this for people, you got to do this for people, you got to do so much. People ain't doing it for y'all kids. They lying. So get organized. Then it won't be so much chaos. Remember, they're charging too much money. Organize, and all y'all say, we ain't coming. They ain't gonna have no tournaments until tournaments. And y'all said, until y'all come to say, this all we want to pay. Because you got to realize your son is the talent. You're paying to go and see. LeBron and mama getting the game free. They take care of the players' mamas. But in this business, the players' mama's the one to take care of everybody else. You got to pay for everything for your baby. You got to pay this, you got to pay it, and then you got to pay to get in. I understand it, but you got to organize. So let me get back. David Aldridge, he said the United States has, y'all, before I even go there, I want to shout out. I want to tell y'all something. We got a place over in Third Ward that I happened to, at our golf tournament a couple of Mondays ago, at the golf tournament, each 18 holes, they got different holes, and you sponsor on each hole. And they sponsored the 10th hole. Oh, no, 7th hole. And I walked up and I saw a big old sign said frozen. Let me see. I had it somewhere. It's this sign right here. I put it up at the top right. It said frozen. I said, okay. Well, but then I found out, I said, oh, I know the owner. And I just told her, you need to be, I never heard of you. After the TSU games, this would be a great place for people to just stop by. Or before the game, before traffic, they can come and watch the games. I mean, watch them come in, get them a drink and come in the game. Because you can't get no drink in there. So, but I just told her, I said, let's talk about it. And man, it's called Frozen, right? I'm gonna tell you what I've had. I haven't had a chance to go eat everything yet. But they had some wings. They specialize in wings. They had a lemon pepper. No. They had I had the Paradise and the Hennessy. No, it's called, barbecue Hennessy. Okay. Barbecue Hennessy. That's what I had. But they got all kind of stuff. They got blackened salmon. This in Third Ward, y'all. Lobster baskets. This in Third Ward, y'all. And then they got the greatest drinks. They got the drinks people have been telling me, because I don't drink. But they got the drink. They got one drink called the J and the Bay. J and the Bay. But J and the B. I think J and Beyonce. Beyonce. They got the Royal Flush with the Crown Royal in it. They got the Skittles, frozen on the rocks. They got the perfect margarita. They got the Paradise, frozen Paradise. They got the Between the Sheets. I don't know what that one is, but let me tell you what. It's got Hennessy, Malibu Rum, Grand Marnier. Oh my God, lemon frozen on the rock. Ooh, yeah. But do me a favor. Go by, check it out. You're Third Ward. Make a trip down there. Go by Frozen. I'll give you the times, and I think they open during the week at 3:00. But they got different times, and I'm gonna give it to you later. But unique place. Happen to be owned by people that look just like us. This is the front of the menu. Menus are impeccably done. Impeccably done. I mean, I can't wait to see y'all over there. We're gonna do something over there. Maybe a Monday night, Monday night football. I don't know yet. We got to think about it because they got TVs and everything in there. So let's make that happen. But let's get back to summer basketball. Let's get back. I just took that little station break. David Aldridge recently, I'm reading from David Aldridge's article. He said recently, explained that he believed the biggest issue, he said in the issue with American basketball, he said, he has been covering basketball in one way or another for 30 years now. Me too. This is why this article kind of stuck to me. Tony, y'all check this out. Trey Phillips, check this out. Darshell, hey girl, I'm reading the article, and I want y'all to comment, because this David Aldridge, he said we're still chasing the AAU dollar. Okay, so he said he has been covering basketball in one way or another for over 30 years now. I read this article. This is why it touched me, because me and him in the same space. We came around at the same time. So he has seen firsthand, I have seen firsthand what has worked and what hasn't worked. As the sport has become increasingly popular, many changes have been ushered in. Y'all watch me, parent. I need my 7th grade and 8th grade and my 6th grade parents listening to this. Make sure you share the show so these parents can get this. Some of these changes have been all that helpful for the development of American basketball players. David, wait a minute. He said some of the changes have not been all that helpful. Okay, some of the changes have not. Done. Now we finna break the article down. See, it ain't enough to read it. We got to break this article down. All right. So he said, now y'all check this out again. He said, he been covering the sport for 30 years. So have I. Some of the changes that have been ushered in has not been all that helpful for the development of American basketball players, Don. Aldridge believed that the USA basketball is still chasing AAU money, which results in people being able to pay for certain teams rather than it being based on skill like it used to be. He said he believes. It's just a belief. If you don't believe it, give me your belief. See, we gonna stop this sitting back where I didn't believe it. What you believe? What's your agenda? Tell me what you needed. Tell me what you would change. Trey, I'm talking to y'all now, Tony. I'm talking. Listen, he said some of the changes has not been helpful. And he said, which is the result of people being able to pay for certain teams rather than it being based on skill like it should be. He said, I think American basketball, we got to figure out some things out in terms of how we're going to teach our kids how to play. Hey, hold up, y'all. This is a new article. Somebody raised their hand if they done heard me talk about this for a while. Trey Phillips, I know you done heard it. Let me see who else on it. I know Thaddeus Moody done heard it. I know, let me see who else on here that's been watching this show for a while. Let me see. Sonya, I know you done heard it. Daryl Barnes, I know you done heard me. Lakeisha, I know you done heard me. Brad Kimmel, you done heard me. Y'all need to share this show because a lot of people need to be watching this show today. This finna get good. Finna get good. He said, I think American basketball, we got to figure out some things out in terms of how we're going to teach our kids how to play, he said. He said, I think it's getting better now. I think the coaching in AAU is much better than it was 10 years ago. But we're still chasing the AAU dollar. The coaching is good. But we're still chasing the AAU dollar. I ain't read the whole article yet. I'm reading it in real time with y'all in a way that I think is detrimental to the kids. I'm reading it in real time. I did not read the article yet, Don. I'm reading it in real time with y'all, and I want y'all to be able to be comprehend and tell me this, Curtis George. If you got some, Rabbit, you done been around this stuff. If you got something to say, let's say it. I want to hear comment. I want to see comment after comment after comment. I don't care how minuscule you think it is. We trying to dissect this article. We're going to do this today. All right? Now watch this. He said, to make the varsity, you had to be really good. You had to work your way up to varsity. You wouldn't just be on the varsity in the 9th grade. You had to go through your learning. your growing pains, and your mistakes. Whether you play freshman, JV, and then you make the varsity. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I can look at this right now, I had a little bit in ninth grader, went to Westside High School. He came on there, and he was so proficient at what he does. Because in the ninth, he was just little, but he was the best shooter in the school, the best dribbler, the best defender, the best hustler. He just. But I never, anybody that meet Coach Williams right now, go over there, ask the coach. I never, ever, ever told him what to do with my son. Ever. He got to play in the ninth grade. He ain't gonna ever. My son wanted to play on the ninth grade team because all his friends was on the ninth grade team. And when they play against the varsity team, the ninth grade team was busting their ass. The preseason tournaments. You know how y'all play in the preseason tournaments. Lakeisha. They took him with the varsity team. One player, they took my son to the varsity to play with the varsity preseason. Left all his ninth grade team at home. So you know those parents got jealous. Right? He went to, you know how they go to the, the Katy tournament and all of these, these tournaments before the season starts. Like the before the season really get to start, the Katy tournament, and I think some other tournament. So Robert came back to me and said, Dad, and he didn't play that much. He came back and said, Dad, would you mind if I just play with my ninth grade team? They got me on the bench and I'm better than all of them do. Can I go back and play with my team? I said, yes. I said, make sure you tell the coach. Coach, come to me. I'm on your side. He didn't want to play with them. He wanted to play with his team. Right? So I wasn't pushing him. Like these guys sit around the gym. Man, my son is not good. He should be this. No. The kid I wanted him to enjoy himself. He didn't enjoy himself playing on the varsity team. Lakeisha, he didn't enjoy himself. And I always wanted him to enjoy this game because the people that I've been around that enjoyed it, they just played it much more freer. But let me get back. He said, and now you have guys just get varsity spots that haven't earned them yet. And I think that's detrimental to young men. They gotta learn. You need to be coached. You need somebody to tell you, bro, no, that's wrong. No, that's how you do this. No, you can't say nothing to them now. Some of these little ninth graders around here, y'all done sucked them off so much, you can't say nothing to them. I know one in particular. He never was like that to me, but people was showing him to me, then I started watching him. I said, wow. Y'all sucking them off too much, man. Y'all know what I mean. You got a camera in every one of them's face. Explain to them why you got that camera in your face. Have anybody explained it instead of saying, man, you want me to video? Man, tell your mama pay this money, I come video. Have you ever explained to them why? Have you explained to them, look, we want to chart you. We want to chart your improvement. I capture you here in the ninth grade, then I want to be able to capture you in the 10th grade. Just watch your computer. Something. Then he said, uh, as kids have become increasingly determined to find their way to the NBA. And I don't blame them. Different paths have emerged to help them get there. They didn't have these many paths when I was there. They didn't even have these many paths when my son was coming out, as much as possible. The problem is that it's hurting the development of these players because they are being given the opportunity that they may not necessarily have earned. Then Aldridge make a fair point while he notes that it's gotten somewhat better in recent years. He said it's still issues that needs to be addressed. Some players have problems getting coached and receiving criticism simply because they have never had to deal with it before. Considering how many talented American basketball players there are, the country is likely to remain the most talented in the world. But if this issue that David Aldridge discusses persists, the development of these players could continue to be unnecessarily hampered. What is my favorite word that I say on this show? I say it all the time, and people don't like it. You don't say nothing about my son. I don't see your son getting better, man. It ain't that I ain't saying nothing about your son. I ain't finna give your son. If I see your son one day, one month, then the next month I see him play better, then I'm gonna talk about him and take my time. My time. I don't come effing messing with you and what you do and where you at. But if it's on my time, if I see a kid get better, I'll talk about it. I'm not a child evaluator. I'm a guy like David Aldridge that's been at the high level in basketball and watching basketball and football and evaluating it for over 30 years. So I got a quadruple doctorate in this stuff. So, but I love how y'all think these other people got it figured out. They ain't never negotiated a contract. Ain't never been in the green room. Nothing against them. But you're always good to have additional information. So that's why I always just tell you, share the show. This show got the expertise. Yo, it's a parent asked me someone other day, called me from the West Coast. Y'all know I'm kind of, boy, I'm hooking stuff out on the West Coast. Called me and said, Robert, so. I said, look, I can speculate on the answer, but let me call and get the right answer for you. Let me call. Yeah, let me call. Y'all, if I don't have the answer, I'm going to tell you I don't have the answer. Ricky Scott, I'm going to go get it for you, though, if I can. That's a resource we hadn't always had. Thought I saw. Hold up. Let me see what this is. I think I had something I wanted to share with y'all because I put it on here. Oh, I think I had something I wanted to share with y'all. Hold on one second. I think it is. Hold on. Yeah, I did. I'm going to put this, I'm going to copy and paste this and put it on the screen because I can't play it, but I think it's the most fantastic thing I've seen in the Olympics. But I couldn't play it because, you know, they'll cut me off. The Olympics cut me off. But I'm going to face it on, I'm going to post it on Facebook. Y'all, I know y'all going to say, where, damn, Robert. Hold up, man. Hold up, copy. Copy the link, paste. Y'all, it's about synchronized swimming. Yes, I know y'all think I'm crazy, but I just saw it on the thing, and I don't want to forget it because I think it is amazing, and I don't see how them people can do it. Y'all can go check it out later. Rob said, "Oh, Rob, you played golf. You shot an 89 today. What?" All right, I got you. But let me get back. Let me get back. Where was I? Oh, y'all played this morning. I thought you said Sunday. Y'all played this morning. Okay. But let me get back. Where was I? I was talking about, just talking about high school basketball. We have got to get a lot the resources that we have. I saw this guy here, and see this. I saw this, and I want to share this with y'all too. Doug, I'm glad you're here. This guy, his name is, he said he's the 8-ball hoop inside. 8-ball hoop. 8-baller hoop. Inside. Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. He said, this man's opinion now. Okay. If I had to rank the travel basketball circuits, this him ranking it. This ain't Paul Miranda, because Paul Miranda gonna have a different ranking. Robert Young gonna have a different ranking. I'm finna show y'all about rankings. Doug Jones gonna have a different ranking. Johnny Arnett, he said, Hatter, I believe that some kids are talented and very skilled, but don't take the time to stay talented. Don't take the time to stay talented and skilled, meaning, yes, you got to keep working at this thing. Sterling Creek's gonna have a different. But the guy was sitting here. He said, if I had to rank basketball circuits that did, y'all listen. See, some people don't listen. Y'all listen to the whole thing because you know how y'all are. He said, if I had to rank the travel basketball circuits that did the best this year in terms of product and marketing and buzz, this is how it would go. Let me repeat that again for y'all. Y'all gonna be called. This is not my words, but I thought it was interesting. He said, I ranked the teams, the travel basketball circuits that had the best, that did the best this year in terms of what? Product and marketing and buzz. This is how it would go. Number 1, Nike EYBL. Number 2, and I don't know who this guy affiliated with. He might be affiliated with one of these guys. I'm just showing you, and y'all can have your own list. He said, I can't have a list because what? I haven't seen all the circuits, so it wouldn't be fair for me to have a list. But this guy he said, Nike EYBL 1, the Pro Puma Pro 2, in second place. Adidas third place. Then he said something called Recruit Lock Group Hoop Tie, whatever that is. Then the big shots. Then way down there is Under Armour. He must don't like Under Armour. But it might be true. I don't know, y'all. Number 6 is Under Armour. Number 7 is On the Radar. I never heard of that. And number 8 is thing called the Prelude. I don't know. So this guy came on, right after him. You know how they have y'all comments. Y'all always got to comment on people's shit. He said, gonna need some details and qualifications. He just gave you his detail. He said product, marketing, and buzz. But he told me, I'm gonna need some details and qualifications. Like what specifically made one better than the other and how were the categories weighed. For example, would the categories be caliber of players, marketing, number of coaches? If you handing out grades, then we need some more information. This. What you mean UA has been good since 2016? Has been good or hasn't been good? This guy put him down to 6. The guy might be wrong. Now, I don't know. He might be wrong. But this guy, if you're handing out grades, we need some more information. So the guy came back and said, in terms of marketing, live, how active the brand was in giving teams exposure. Most teams market themselves, but some travel circuits went above and beyond to make sure information was put out consistently. Some circuits made it easier to view games and track stats. Some circuits made sure to market their top teams and players at a high level. Some circuits had more coaches attend. That's what he came back with his ass at. So, the reason I can say this, I'm on Twitter. I watch Twitter. I ain't hear nothing but about Nike, EYBL. Maybe I'm following the wrong people. But God damn, I follow some people in this basketball industry that it should have cross-references. If I'm following Nike, EYBL, all of these things should be cross-referenced and the algorithm should hit and give me the information. Man, I didn't know what was going on at Puma Pro 16 until Skip came on the show. I didn't know nothing about, nobody came and said anything to me about Adidas. Nobody never, Clyde comes sometimes and tell me about, he mentioned when his team is winning, Under Armour. So we know Nike number one, but why are these other guys not giving out this information? And I'm talking to y'all because I want our parents to understand this. And I'm not, I wouldn't tell you to go play for the Houston Hoops. My son played for them, but not at my recommendation. Houston Hoops, okay. If I want to be on that circuit, I have to put up with the Houston Hoops, JL3. I just wish all these programs would get a lot better in what they do for these communities. That's just me. Y'all, in this morning, before I came out, did anybody know the score of the basketball game? Because I was watching it before I came on the show. Canada versus I'll look it up myself because y'all. Anybody knows the score? Canada. Let me look it up myself. Y'all take too long. Okay. See, think about it. You know what? Clyde, evidently you didn't hear the beginning of the show. France beat Canada. Okay, thank you. I got it. Clyde. I said that's this kid's opinion. He might come on here and say, you ain't got a clue. Just state. He came on here while he said this. He said in terms of see, he didn't talk about nobody else. You come on here talking about the guy ain't got no clue. Can't we just stop? Always got something negative to say something about everybody else first. Can we just stop that first? Let's learn that today, ladies and gentlemen. Today. Before we talk about what somebody else said, just cause somebody else says something, that's their opinion. Somebody might come on here and say, Clyde, that ain't no clue. You ain't got a clue. And I'm going to check him too, Clyde. But first thing came out your mouth is said, this guy have no clue. Well, all you had to do is come and say, look, UAA absolutely gave out more product. No. See, you didn't read the question. The product is the people on the floor. The product, the marketing, and the number of coaches. The product is the people on the floor. The product that they're putting out on the floor. The product that they're not giving people product. That ain't what he's talking about. Because UA can't, if you want to just tell the truth, UA probably give the most product, but they can't outgive nobody. They can't. Come on, man. Yo, let's stop. Let's listen to what the guy, I said, I qualified this guy's opinion. And what did I say? Curtis Stewart gonna have a different opinion. Dennis Moody gonna have a different opinion. Paul Moreno gonna have a different opinion. Everybody gonna have a different opinion. So let's respect everybody's opinion and tell them, instead of saying they have no clue. Let's just say, look, it's Nike. He got Nike number. Well, look, this is how I saw it. See, maybe this guy had the advantage. Robert Hatter didn't have the advantage of going around to each program. So I can't even say. All I can go by is when I look on Twitter and Instagram, all I saw is EYBL. When I go to that EYBL site, I know exactly what I can find. When I go to all them other sites, I couldn't find nothing on y'all players. I couldn't find nothing on them. I couldn't find a damn stat sheet on some of the players. This just me. Clyde, that ain't helping me. That ain't helping me. I can't stop my show and look at a damn video you just sent me. Do you understand that? So I'm supposed to stop the show and go to your Instagram post. Watch your mouth on the show now. I'm telling you that a guy said, if I had to rank the travel basketball circuit that did the best this year in terms of product, that means players on the floor, marketing, and buzz, this is how it would go. And we're going to say he don't have a clue. Evidently, somebody cares. I care. Because I'm talking about it on my show. I ain't talking it on your Instagram post, Clyde. I care. Because it's a young man set up there. Come up with your list. Or just stay out the conversation. Ain't nobody said nothing about no college. Everybody, you ain't putting nobody in college, Clyde. Let me repeat. None of y'all is putting none of these kids in no college. The kids' talent is putting them in college. Because if you're putting kids in college, you're putting the kids in college that's good enough to go to college. You ain't putting little Johnny in college. Y'all, listen, you want to talk about something that nobody cares? You're not putting, none of y'all are putting nobody in college. None of y'all. It ain't about who you play for. But none of y'all is putting, the case talent is putting him in college. Because if that's the case, all 10 of your players, every time you ever go out, ain't nobody putting nobody in college. Parents, don't let nobody tell you they putting your kid in college. No, that's the biggest lie that anybody told. Nobody's putting nobody's kid in college. Nobody kid in college. Nobody. Parents, I'm telling y'all, your kid's talent is putting in there. Because I've seen some other people that didn't make it to college. Most players ain't gonna make it to college. This young man had the gumption that said, if I had the rank, Kevin Freitman is gonna have a different ranking. Paul Miranda gonna have a different ranking. Sterling Creek gonna have a different ranking. This man had his. So instead of talking about him, just say, look, I saw it different. But you ain't the only one to know about this summer basketball. It was big. Hold up. Summer basketball was here before you. Its people have thrived without you. And they will when you're gone. That's all of us. I'm trying to unconfuse these parents that's been confused by this type of thinking for too damn long. Trey Phillips said, when you say Adidas, when you Adidas, they number one. When you Nike, they number one. It's all about the sales tax. But hold on. I don't know. So you saying, Trey Phillips, let me put it up on the board. So you saying, whoever, I'm not with neither one of them, Trey Phillips. What I told you, every time I pick up this phone, this summer, I can find something going on in the EYBL. So the guy said, in terms of product, marketing, and buzz. So he used those three criteria. Buzz. Every time I picked up the phone, I saw something from the EYBL. From all the teams, even the teams that were losing. They provide, absolutely. Summer basketball programs are providing a platform so your kid can show his talent. But it's some kids don't play on summer basketball platforms and they still go to college. It's some kids that don't, all over the country. All over the country. Bottom line, let me see. I want to stay on context. I'm glad we brought this up because I love y'all comments. But I got to tell you, the man said product, marketing and buzz. Y'all, if I was to go to my search history right now on my devices, EYBL pop up everywhere. Because they always talking about either it's the teams or the platform. Now, some of these teams just marketing their own players. I ain't gonna lie. JL3 and Houston Hoops, I always see some on them. And I don't even follow them. As a matter of fact, I don't follow no program. But I always, somehow, they stuff always popping up on my feed. Maybe it's the people that follow me or something. It's always popping up. So I'm going to always have a buzz from them. I didn't say one time that this man list was right. But I didn't dog the man for having his list. If it wasn't for Skip, Rafe Austin coming on here and telling me about Pro, I ain't know nothing about no Puma Pro 16. Y'all, I'm thinking it was 16 and unders. Cause how the hell they got Pro? Y'all think, I'm telling y'all, when I first heard that long time ago, I didn't know what the hell Puma Pro. I wasn't keeping up with it. Cause wasn't nobody telling me about it. It wasn't popping up on my feed. So the man said, in terms of marketing live, how active the brand was in giving the team's exposure. This the young man who put this list. He came with how he felt. He said most teams market themselves, but some travel circuits went above and beyond to make sure information was put out consistently. I'm trying to give y'all some game. Put out stuff more consistently. Make sure you got a guy like how in the hell the Extra Eyes Media was not employed by a program. It's beyond me. The young man put out some of the best video content that in America. But no team in Houston said, look, man, I need you to fly. I need you. Houston Hoops didn't fly him in. He did that because he liked the players. JL3 didn't fly him in. He did that because he liked the young players. He got a relationship with the players. What? This young man said the reason something swayed him is because most teams, let me repeat again, they've been started this circus stuff. They are the big dog. We understand. We ain't. I talk about something. Let me tell you something. Evidently, you just tuning in to this show, sir. First of all, you don't tell me what the hell to talk about. You can just turn it off. You don't tell. I don't come tell you how to run your program. The hell you gonna come and tell me? Talk about something with substance with grassroots basketball. This is substance. The hell you talking about? Guess what? Because summer basketball, sir, I had a program in this thing. And I know how it works, sir. You a clown. You a fucking clown. A fat ass clown. Excuse me, y'all. Get his country ass off of here. Let me pull up this thing. Get this country ass nigga off of here. Excuse me, y'all. Fuck ass on this show with that. Big greasy. Let me get this trick off of here. Hold on. Y'all just give me a second. Don't even understand when people when somebody on there kissing his fucking ass, he ain't saying nothing. But somebody saying something, or somebody else said, and he get his country ass on here talking crazy. Y'all hold up. Y'all just give me 1 second. I ain't gonna. What? I love those kind of threats. Hold up. Hold up, sir. Man, where my thing at? Let me get this trick off of here. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all hold on. Tell me he gonna see something back. Hold on. See me this evening. We don't have to wait. See me real easy. What is this dude's name? Let me get him out of here. Walter Yates. Walter Yates. I love speaking the truth. I'm going to tell Jimmy, I ain't going to even bring Jimmy on today. Because I'm going to keep spitting the truth. I'm going to keep speaking the truth. That's what I'm going to do. I know. Y'all, I needed this. I just trying to figure out what my people that get this. Hold up. Damn. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Oh, here it is. Hold up. I got it now. I'm there. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to. Hold up, y'all. I ain't mean for that to go. Hold on, baby. Hold up. I'm trying to find something, y'all. Cause we got people on. But let me get back. I'll bring Jim in. Jimmy, I wasn't gonna bring you in because I was trying to finish up on some stuff, but I'm gonna bring you in here. Let me get my thing back. I like this kind of stuff right here. Boy, I know when you're telling the truth. Jimmy, I love it. This is my greatest show ever did. I didn't even want to bring you in today, Jimmy, because I wanted to finish this show out. Jimmy, I started the show, right? I started the show I started a subject. Somebody sent me something, right?
What'd they say?
They sent me this. They said, I had to rank, if I had to rank the travel basketball circuit that did the best this year in terms of product and marketing and buzz, this is how it would go. Just like you have your rankings, Doug have his rankings, Malcolm Hall might have his rankings, Walter Yates might have his rankings. So the guy gave his rankings, Jimmy. But somebody, because they didn't rank their particular thing high enough, this guy, not me, didn't have him ranked high enough, he gets mad at me. So we gonna deal with that later. We gonna really deal with that. I'm gonna see how bad they are. But Jimmy, didn't they talk about, well, I sent so many people to school. You ain't sent nobody to school. You always talk about summer coaches. Yeah, the ones that's fucked up, messed up and doing crazy stuff. Of course, I'm gonna talk about it. We've been doing it for 7 years, I think. You think I'm gonna stop? You got to be out your rabbit ass mind. What you did though is put a battery in my back. So people better get it right. So Jimmy, the guy just had, you know who he had number one. Jimmy, I don't even know this guy.
No, I haven't seen whatever you're talking about.
No. The guy said Nike. Remember now, Jimmy, here was his criteria. Product on the floor. Marketing. Got it? put your clip, and buzz. Right? You got them? Jimmy. Product. At your tournament, Jimmy, ain't you going to have some product, nice product at your, at the icebreaker? I see you talking. Something must be really going to happen with this icebreaker. I ain't never seen you do it like this, but it's okay. But you're going to have some product on the floor. Right? You already marketing it right now, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have a buzz about it soon, right? People going to be buzzing about it because you're going to be. So this dude used these are the criteria. So guess what, Jimmy? Somebody came. So I'm going to give you names. He said Nike number 1, Puma Pro number 16, 3 strikes, what you call it? Adidas number 3. Then he had Recruiting Lock, Hoop Guru, a tie with tie with each other. They number 4. I don't know who them people are. This is a guy from North Carolina area, Jimmy. Then he said the Big Shots. Then he said the UAA. Then he said On the Radar. Then he said Prelude. That was just his opinion. So I threw it out there just to see. So then somebody came back at the guy and said, I'm going to need some details and some qualifications. What you talking about? Like what specifically made one better than the other? And how were the categories raised? Jimmy, this is how I'm talking on the show, right? For example, would the categories be caliber of player, marketing, number of coaches? If you're handing out grades, then we need some more info. That's what the guy said, right? So Jimmy, he come back and said, okay, Jimmy, I loved it. Jimmy, I thought it was a great conversation. But somebody, because they didn't have their thing high enough, they found, you always talking about summer coaches. Jimmy, so hold up, Jimmy, watch this, Jimmy. Hold up, Jimmy, hold up, Jimmy. So the dude come back at him, Jimmy. You know I love when people come back at people. He said, in terms of marketing, live, how active the brand was in giving teams exposure. He said most teams market themselves, but some travel circuits, these guys he ranked, went above and beyond to make sure information was put out consistently. Some circuits made it easier to view games. You know I love that. And track stats. You know you love that. Some circuits made it sure to market their top teams and their players at a high level. And some circuits had more coaches to attend. That's all that was said. For me. But somebody, that dude don't know what the fuck hell he talking about. That was his opinion. Now, he said, I don't know what the Big Shot. Jimmy, you know what the Big Shots is? I don't know what the Big Shots is. I don't know what. Oh, you know what it is? Okay.
Yeah, they've been around. They're based out of South Carolina.
Jimmy, and guess what I did say? I even gave him the boy's resume. Jimmy, I said the boy is from Charlotte, North Carolina. The guy who did the rankings. So I tried to give him some kind of information. But it's, I mean, you know. But you can sit up here and praise programs and sit here and talk about college the things these coaches is doing. And then somebody had the nerve to come on this show and said, somebody clout chasing about giving information that somebody emailed me and said, talk about. That's what we've been doing for 7 years. So I'm going to keep doing it. I'm finna crank it up now, Jim. Jimmy, you know how you get tired? Let me tell you something. Jimmy, they just put a battery in my backpack. hey, I might start the show at 11:59 tomorrow, buddy. Y'all done put a battery in my backpack. What's up, man? I didn't think you was coming today, man. I didn't think you was coming.
And I mean, yeah, that's I guess fascinating and interesting to people. That's
Very interesting.
once again, you people, you guys need to try to get yourselves into a space where you stop allowing other people's opinion to occupy so much real estate in your minds. That's absolutely, I mean, it's getting to a point. Damn, a person's ranking and the person give you criteria. Guess what? You don't like, go make your own rankings. And rank your people number one. Do it like John Urey do it in basketball. He don't like
Love
people
John
ranking.
Ure.
John Urey gonna make his own rankings up, and then guess what? There you go. You don't like, go do it like that. I mean, God dog. And we know one thing. I mean, uh, the budget for Nike in grassroots basketball is over $10 million. It's the budget. It's over $10 million. So in grassroots, so you get. Why shouldn't they have more and be the measuring stick? They spend more money with their product. You have to realize. I mean, it is what it is, and we saw the lines. People get in lines to buy that product. They've created a demand out of it. They
But
get in
Jimmy, he
lines
wasn't
to
even
buy
talking about
t-shirts.
that product. He's talking about the product that they put on the floor, basketball wise product.
Well, when they get to the teams that make it out of pool play at
Mm-hmm.
Peach Jam,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that make it to the quarterfinals, they get new product while you there. So that morning they come, the coach gonna get their stuff. They get new product. So it's like you get rewarded along the way. But yeah, and branding, you see all that, and of course the stats. They were one of the few that had free streaming, right? And I think you mentioned that, how
Yes.
you can watch the
Yes.
games for free. So why the
Yes.
hell would that not be on top of the? I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat free.
Can't beat it with a stick.
So only thing that I would say, and that's across the board, because all need to improve on their weak links in their statistic crew. Every one of the platforms had a table that, or at least one table that was off, that where they had stats that make sense. For example,
But Jimmy, think about it
so
though, Jimmy. It's just this kid's opinion. Some people might like I wouldn't have known how good, I promise y'all, I wouldn't have known how good Puma was, Jimmy, if Skip hadn't came on this show and told me. He said, Rob, that thing was pretty good. And I said, oh, okay. I mean, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Because Jimmy, I even qualified it, Jimmy. I said, I haven't seen all of them. All I've seen is Jim Hicks. Guess what I've seen, Jimmy? When stuff come across my feed, right? Because I don't follow no, but I always get stuff from the Houston Hoops, JL3, Nike EYB, and I don't even follow them. So it's gonna always be a buzz from at least from me, because I guess the people that you follow me, then I can stream their game and get their stats. Jimmy, you one day some of these people don't even have the stats.
yeah, that's, I mean,
It's unbelievable to me. And then you want to get mad. No, get better. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to be better. That's all I'm trying to do. But it's all good. That's all good. It's like
I got
I love this. Huh? They got what?
what we got? Oh, quick. Of course, the USA basketball is about to tip off within the hour
Yeah.
in Brazil
Yeah.
in the quarterfinals. So you guys, that will be probably on your NBC network, your whatever city you're in. You catch United States and Brazil. Earlier, Serbia came from 24 points down and eliminated Australia in overtime earlier today.
Man, I was just about to brag on Patty Mills and them, and then they went there and laid that egg like that.
Well, Patty Mills did good. He had 20 in the
I
first
know
half.
he
He only
did
had
good,
six.
Jimmy, but
Only
they
had six
lost.
in the second half. It's 2 halves of basketball.
Yeah, they
But that
lost,
second
man.
half, they made adjustments and pulled it on off that Serbia team. So Serbia awaits the winner of Brazil and USA today. This could be the rematch. Of course, USA beat the snot out of Serbia, or beat them by 20-ish about a week and a half ago. So we'll see how the rematch goes. But first, can't take nobody for granted. Get over this hump, which the United States is a damn near 30-point favorite. They hadn't been covering.
Yeah, they didn't cover that last time.
They haven't been covering. So you gamblers out there, do you lay this 29 down, or do you just sit back? I figure at one point in time, somebody's gonna come on. We're fooling ourselves if we think that Steph Curry is not going to explode on somebody. And
Jimmy, we don't need him to explode. We just need him to make shots. He ain't taking that many shots.
But when we talked about this about 5 years ago,
when he hit a shot, it's different. You're right.
It feels different.
It feels different.
It feels like the next guy gotta hit a shot because Steph Curry hit a shot. When KD, he has that same type of effect. It's something about his rotation on the ball and the way he shoot and the way his flow and his release is. When KD hits one, and you can't wait to almost see you get the ball again. It's like, boy, it's a matter of time. On one of these teams, you're going to get a KD and a Steph Curry explosion in the same game. That would be a plus 50. They would lay on somebody if they both go for 7 threes apiece. It's going to be not lights out for somebody. That's going to be the biggest fun that they will have. And I can tell KD, he's been out on a couple of nights. They showed him supporting other Olympians.
All of them. He's comfortable. LeBron too. Everybody. LeBron was at the volleyball game when it was raining, Jimmy. Oh. It was raining at the beach volleyball because his daughter wanted to go see. So they had a little music. You didn't see the video? Had a little music. He was doing his old goofy dance. And she was like, Daddy, stop.
I saw it on the social media.
Yeah. So Steph was everywhere. But Jimmy, what did you think about Snoop? We talked about that yesterday. Snoop. I'm just loving Snoop right now. I'm loving Snoop.
I think with Snoop, the reported number that he's getting, he's on staff under contract. He's part of The Voice. And The Voice now, he's been added to The Voice, which starts in next month in September.
That is. Is The Voice on NBC?
That's what I'm getting. So now you can make the dots.
There you go.
I had to go back and do my homework. I say, wait a minute, man.
Yeah, why him?
Now you understand
Jimmy, the man
this money is already in his contract. It was already part of the deal.
Jimmy, the man come from a murder case to being in the Olympics spokesman.
Yeah. So that's how you guys, if you're wondering, like, well, why they give Snoop all this money? Dude, they're marketing The Voice while they're through Snoop.
I like that.
People that hadn't seen Snoop
before
didn't know about him.
There you go.
They added him to The Voice for a reason.
You connected that.
Now you're seeing he's gonna bring people that didn't used to watch The Voice, gonna watch an episode or two. This is gonna help for advertisement. The Voice now can sell different type of commercials because of Snoop. So there you go. Other narrative.
Now, Jimmy, hold up. I got a question before we get off this game. Right there, game. Is it me? Can you help me? Somebody talk me off a ledge. I ain't never liked Dante Exum's game. Don't he look fat?
I didn't watch the Australia game this morning.
Oh, you didn't watch it? Okay, anybody watch that game? And he played for Dallas. I didn't like him, and I ain't never liked him.
Yeah, well, now I saw him in the playoffs this past a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, Dante Exum he could be classified as a bust.
Okay.
He could easily be in that category where Jared Sullinger And all when we saw, remember we saw Jared Sullinger.
He beat your boys last night. Now he beat your boys the other night.
Remember, I couldn't think of his name last week. I said, man, they got the boy from Ohio State.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It was Jared Sullinger who I couldn't think of the name.
Mm-hmm.
But Jared, he goes in that category. Dante Exum could be definitely classified as a bust based on what he was supposed to or expected to have produced coming out of Australia, being a lottery pick, and looking at the product now a few years later, he hadn't moved the needle. He hadn't moved the needle at all. What else we got? You mentioned Snoop. Somebody else is going to come out of this Olympics with good endorsements. Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav, sponsored pretty much a whole team, filled the gaps for that. What was it? Polo team. I think water polo. He helped them economically where as needed, and basically adopted them as his. He's like the ambassador for that team.
But Jimmy, I'm glad you said that, because we skipped over that. Herb, at first he had texted me and was asking me this question. He posed a question: why is Flavor Flav having to pay the rent of collegiate athletes that are competing in Paris? He also sponsored the entire women's polo for the team as well. Now, Jimmy, you help me now. You follow me, because these non-revenue generating sports like that, the NCAA has been funding them teams when they go to the Olympics. Been funding them for a long time. Is it because the NCAA got to redo some of the? Because you didn't hear about this in the last Olympics. You didn't hear nobody going happen to help these women. They used to support and help these women a lot more. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I know, because we used to always say, why the football players and the basketball teams have to the basketball pro, because the NCAA, because the football don't give them nothing. But the NCAA basketball team used to fund and help these non-revenue generating sports athletes to go at that sport so they can participate in the Olympics. Has something changed since then? I don't know.
Well, you're saying since then? Well,
since the last Olympics. The last Olympics Flavor Flav didn't have to pay for nobody. Nobody had to pay for nobody's rent.
Well, right after the last Olympics in the COVID, that's when the NCAA changed the rules. And they changed the rules right after the last Olympics.
What the rules they changed?
And they said that all athletes, the college athletes, they could earn money in sponsorships. That was in 2021.
Okay, so the name, image, likeness should have paid her rent.
They was already loosening up the grip because they saw it coming down the pipe.
Okay, that makes sense now.
It was coming down the pipe. So that's why a guy like Flavor Flav, now the schools would give some money towards the housing.
So now it ain't against the law for Flavor Flav to help them. No, I got you. No, so that was a name, image, and likeness lick.
Basically. But I think Olympics is an exception to the NIL.
No, but they still an amateur athlete though.
Yes, it's kind of like certain youth basketball events. It's an exception because NBA scouts can go to some, but they can't go to other. I think the Olympics is like, hands off. Like, it's you can do what you can get that there and not be called the NIL, not go to the same channels. But you can get a sponsorship. That's what they call it in the Olympics. So a player. That's why Flavor Flav, when he mentioned earlier about the polo team, he's actually their official sponsor. So this wasn't a deal where.
Say it again now. Say it again.
The water polo team that Flavor Flav helped out economically. This wasn't one of those deals where he was at the corner store and went in his pocket and they say, "Give me 75 cents so I get a cold beer," and he's buying them all beer or buying them all something to eat. He's listed as their official sponsor, just like
for the polo team.
For the polo team.
Why? What's the connection?
I ain't found out who connected him to or somebody. I'm
Okay.
quite sure somebody he
Okay.
knows, somebody know, because that's kind of like rare. That ain't We don't really grow up playing water polo. We meaning the culture of most
Yeah.
black folk. So let's not get it twisted. And Flavor Flav living in or lived in Las Vegas. Hell, ain't like that's water polo parks at every corner in the middle of the desert. So I don't know what the connection is with him and water polo and how he got into that space. But he is the official sponsor. He's documented paperwork, meaning it's binding agreement with him being the sponsor for that water polo with Flav. Uh, and which is great for him.
He's the sponsor
It's great.
and the official hype man for the water polo star,
So he
by
hype
which
man.
way is chasing historic fourth goal. I'm gonna find it out, but keep on talking. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah. So I mean, I mean, it's really good because when you think about how they're cross promoting some of this stuff, it appears to be a home run right now with Snoop and with Flavor Flav. And you think about it, I think I read somewhere on social media where this guy posted that his mother, I'm paraphrasing, his mother said, "Man, she's enthused. And man, did you see Flavor Flav?" He said, "Yeah, Mom. That's the same guy you punished me and you grounded me when I
No,
bought
no,
his
no, no,
album."
no, no, no. That was Snoop. It was Snoop. You
I
got it
mean
wrong.
Snoop.
It was
Yeah, the
Snoop.
guy
Yeah,
said, "Did you see
yeah.
Snoop?" He said, "Yeah, Mom. That's the guy you punished me. I bought his album back in the days. And you would want me to listen to his music." And it's amazing how it went 360. And these guys, think about it: Flavor Flav and Snoop, two guys that are past 50 years old. Flavor Flav is probably 60 right now,
Mm-hmm.
and they are the faces from the hip hop generation, the old school hip hop. They're using them. And I would have thought, and it's funny because now the door is going to be wide open, Hatter, because breakdancing is a sport now. It's the first year they got breakdancing. They dropped baseball and softball from the Olympics for breakdancing.
Jimmy, check
And
this out.
who's going to be the face to come out there?
Jimmy, check this out. They was asking him, how did it happen? Flavor Flav. I'd like to know why. He said, well, it all happened from, a young lady on the water polo team. Her name is Maggie Stephens. And she put a story out. I'm going to tell you what that reminded me of, Jim. You know what I'm saying. And my manager read this story, and my manager turned me on to the story. And when the women aren't in the water playing water polo and everything, they're home, working active jobs. 1, 2 jobs, 1, 3 jobs. These girls are out here busting their butt to make the United States look good. So when they're out there playing and practicing, it takes away from their work. So I said to myself, why not step up and try to help out these girls out? So that's how it happened. A story. And it takes me back to the young man at Howard University when Stephen Curry was there to promote his movie, that movie he was doing at Howard. And after the movie, he had a question and answer, and the young man came up to him and shook his hand on the stage and said, "Steph, let's go play some golf." Steph said, "Man, I can't play, man. Because I got to leave. I got to get back tomorrow." He said, "But here my information. Email me and tell me." He said, I'm a great golfer, but we don't have a team here because we can't afford it. He said, "Get the information and send to me." Because the young man stepped up and said something. Because the young lady went over there and gave a message and gave her story. This how a quote, and Stephen Curry, y'all ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, wind up giving $6 million to the Howard program because a young man stepped up and said something. Flavor Flav is sponsoring these women because a young woman stood up and showed her story. Our young people are stepping up. Step up and tell your story. Don't let these old decrepit ass people around here tell y'all what not to do. Y'all step up and tell y'all story. Young kids in the high school basketball arena. Step up and tell your story. What's up, Jimmy? Yeah, I'm glad, because I like to find out the why. Because there's a story behind, man, this stuff, man. See, some of these people who don't have a story, they don't understand the importance of stories. So if you have a big enough why, you'll figure out how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's awesome, man. On Flavor, of course, Olympics. It's been pretty good. Oh, did you get the story, man?
Who?
On the flip side,
Uh-huh.
there's one of the swimmers. You know, everybody doesn't live in the village. Remember, once the Dream Team came around back in '92,
Mhm.
then the NBA, the USA, the basketball Dream Team.
Yeah.
That's when they were forced to live outside of the normal quarters, the village
Yeah.
that the participants normally stay in,
Mhm.
and because of all of the craze and the fans, and to
And
be
you
safe,
remember when they went over to Australia, they stayed on the boat. You remember?
they stayed on the boat. They
Yeah.
stayed on the boat in that Olympics,
Yeah.
and because for protection, you guys understand. A lot of people, you got to protect. That's the talent, and the NBA and
Jimmy,
Olympics, they got to protect the talent.
they're high dollar earners. Usually, when people earn that much money, they got security everywhere they go. So yes, they got to protect. They got it's different. The NBA is different. Jimmy, you know they rent the whole hotel out, right? All 800 rooms. Okay, but keep going. Finish telling your story. Yeah.
So there's this one young man that's the swimmer,
Okay.
and his name is Adam Peaty, Peaty.
Yes.
Peaty is done swimming, but Peaty was frustrated about the food. First of all, in France, and you guys have been to France before, they don't serve their normal servings portions are not compatible to our American restaurants that we're used to. They got smaller sizes, smaller cups. The teacups, smaller stuff. So in this situation, he was pissed off because the village, that's so many thousands of people that's in there in that village. The talent, they cut back on a lot of the meat that they served this year.
Okay.
And so fish, they give you, instead they give you fish, and you get a lot of other stuff, but not as much meat as in recent Olympics. This young man is claiming that there was worms in the fish, that they've seen it hadn't been confirmed.
It's
But he's
possible.
claiming that worms in the fish, and he was pissed off about the eating, and the USA flew them a personal chef to Paris to offset that, because he wasn't able to. He claims he needed meat because he's a swimmer. He eats meat. He wants meat, and they made the sacrifice
That's
for this young man. It was just, I just wanted to bring it up, and it's like but you can imagine, they say the lines were 30 minutes to get your food, 30 minutes to get served. They didn't have a queuing order for people.
It's at the Olympic Village, right?
Yes, in the village. That's
The
what
village always messed up, but keep going.
it says on top of the worm part, you had to wait a long time. There was never no order like, okay, you guys can eat from this to this, and the line were long. It was just so so inconvenient, and far as the food selection. But then, so now you understand. Now you understand why Shakari and the old girl from Jamaica,
Jimmy,
they go.
That was an inconvenience. My partner who's out there,
you go live in your own quarters.
Yeah. He told me that was an inconvenience, man. He said because where the players used to come, this is a stadium. They had to walk all the way around, dude, to the other side to get in the stadium. That was one of the worst mishaps I think I ever seen in the Olympics, man. Somebody. I don't know what happened, but it's gonna be some consequences in a reproduction. Melvin Dudes asked what I remember when at the Olympics in Penny. Now, first of all, security. Jimmy, All my partners tried to hang with me. Jimmy, I couldn't bring everybody with me, Jimmy. I ain't gonna even tell you no, like you, even when I was just going to hang out, they just wasn't there. It was security. I remember that, Melvin dude. And Melvin dude, that was the time the dude had the pipe bomb, the little fat dude put the pipe bomb in Olympic Park.
That was in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. That's where we was at. We was in Atlanta. So yeah, that was the two memories. And then after that, security ramped up some more. So it was fun, but I couldn't see the outside world as much as everybody else. We had to just stay in our little, because they were scared that something might happen. So that's what I remember about that Olympics, though. It ain't like it now. But right now, Jimmy, imagine, Jimmy, they had 800 rooms, Jimmy. So the families, everybody, they rented the whole hotel out. And guess what, Jimmy? Like if you was cool with them, let's say you was, one of the celebrities cool, you can get a room. Because they didn't use all the room, but they'll hook you up. The NBA was kind of cool with that situation. But you had to go through that process, though. It had to go. So, yeah, a dude told me it was plenty of breeding going on at the Olympics. What? You see, it was 700 condoms handed out. No, excuse me, I'm sorry.
No,
300,000 condoms handed out.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
But Jimmy, did you see the comedian? He talked about it. Comedian said 300,000 condoms. So Jimmy, look at that number. You're a numbers man. Okay. 300,000 condoms, right? Jimmy, it ain't but 10,000 people in the Olympic Village. 10,000 athletes, right? Jimmy, half of them is men. So it's 5,000. So 5,000 dudes go through 300,000 condoms. Jimmy, hold on, Jimmy. Jimmy, on a good night, you ain't gonna go for two.
No. Here's what you're missing. The pool of media correspondence is thrust into that equation. They didn't think about that.
Jimmy, that ain't got nothing to do with, man. Jimmy, 300,000 condoms.
When USA plays Brazil in a minute, Brazil gonna have a chick on that floor, a sideline post. Just keep your eyes on the broadcast.
No, the press can't stay in the Olympic Village.
No, but they congregate. It ain't just restrict. They ain't just giving them condoms for Olympic Village. They giving them for their whole experience. They gonna roam about the cabin now. They gonna get around the cabin now. So it's gonna be some wee and pee over there. Wee. It's gonna be some French talking right there for sure. Hey, you gonna see? Gonna be some new food ups.
Jimmy, hold up, Jimmy. This is what I don't want to see. That little old nasty ass Ant-Man was really trying to hang out with them little old table tennis girl. Boy, we see some Japanese black babies coming up in the next 6 months. Ant-Man, he don't care.
Hey, if they know how to twerk, Ant-Man gonna go up. He gonna throw his away. He ain't gonna keep his.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, Gary say the media members ain't that fine, Gary. I specified one country. I'm telling you, thinking about them American gals. That's what you thinking about. I'm telling you, focus on some of the countries.
Whoa!
Gary, follow me on that one right there, Gary. Just keep your eye. Hey, put your good eye in on that.
Hey, Jim, I got 2 words. Rebecca Andrade. That's the girl who beat the girl I showed you yesterday, who beat Simone Biles. Google her. And Google that Brazilian beach volleyball team. Google them. That's all I got to say. When you got women track and volleyball. Look at Doug. But it ain't but 5,000 men. Doug, you ain't never used more. Doug, you might go Rashi Wallace. But Doug, you ain't used more than 2 condoms a night. 300,000? Jimmy, they made sure them kids did not run out of condoms, man.
Michael Jordan say Arkansas basketball team with that field. Wow.
No, Oh, Michael Jordan, don't do that, man. Michael Jordan, now you wrong for that, man.
Boy,
That was a good one, though.
boy, that's
But
it. There,
Jimmy,
boy.
I can't answer that question. I ain't gonna hear you say that. Michael Jordan, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, before we get up out of this time, almost time to land the plane, man. We've been over time on the Chop Shop. Make sure y'all share the show. If you haven't done so, share this show right now to your
Yeah.
platform page. I want to send a shout out. Of course, you guys know this Rucker on Wood is coming up that's the world's largest open gym. Sunday, August the 18th for the 9th and 10th graders. Sunday, August the 25th for the 11th and 12th graders. So those 2 dates, Doug Jones, I think it's the last week for any of the 9th and 10th graders. You will not have a chance to get in this if you don't nominate your players before the end of this week. There are no exceptions. The waiting list will officially start. And I remember a couple of years ago, which is sad, man, that this is one of the events that spearheaded or soured a relationship, is when I later learned that there was somebody who was charging $200 to $500 to parents for their kids to get a spot in Rucker on Wood. This was about 5 years ago, and I hated hated to learn that was true. Parents actually wanted their babies to be in this event that bad. So good luck on everybody who's trying to get their kids in. Doug Jones is handling all of that. Meanwhile, I got news, of course, on the Super 16 extravaganza that takes place the first weekend of October. That's always on the first weekend of October. It's going to be at the Sun Auto Sports Complex in Cypress. 6-court facility. This Super 16, the schedule is posted on RCS Sports. Go in the VIP news, look all the way at the bottom. You'll see the schedule. Or you can go and check the schedule out on the RCS Sports app. Go to the RCS Sports app and you can get the schedule for the Super 16 extravaganza. In the weeks to come, we will populate that app with the rosters as well. So you'll be able to get the rosters, you'll be able to get the schedules right on your cellular device, and all of the games will be streamed live via Baller TV. So that's going to be an awesome experience. But more importantly, I'll leave you guys with this. I really want to applaud this. I got a letter from this fraternity, Adam. Right?
Okay.
Got a letter. And I printed it off so I can read, not going to read the letter to you guys, but I paraphrase it in a nutshell. This letter is from the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, right? And incorporated, that's the Houston chapter.
Okay.
Alpha Phi Alpha. Everybody knows different people that's black brothers that's Greek and part
What
of
are they? What's their colors?
black and gold.
Oh yeah, okay. That was
Black and gold.
Roland Martin, remember that. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Roland is a member of the Alpha.
I got you.
Okay, here's what I want to applaud this fraternity for.
Okay.
Unsolicited, because I was going to throw it out there, but unsolicited, these men know how important this election is. They asked if it was permissible for them to come and set up a table at the Super 16 extravaganza to do voter registration, to get some parents and some of these young men that's 17 years old or that 17 years old that may turn 18 for the election. I applaud Alpha Phi Alpha. Now, that does not restrict or mean that you Kappas or you Qs or you Sigmas, you guys can come and bring your tables and set up tables as well. And that way now you Divine Nines, the entire divine. It don't stop you AKs or you deltas or you sigma gamma rows or whatever. If you young ladies want to come and set up a table, contact me. That's a beautiful thing.
Jimmy, let me tell you how it's so important. We're gonna go a little bit. I guess we're going a little bit over time. But tell you how important what you just said. You know how I am about social media. I mean about political science, and there's a record amount of 18-year-olds have signed up already since Kamala Harris. Jimmy, that call them black women did that night, just spearheaded the men's call, because they had another call that spearheaded that letter you got. Because I happened to be, I didn't participate it, but I was not going to miss that call. That Sunday and that Monday was two very, very instrumental things. The Divine Nine, they came, the whole Divine Nine, all nine of them, they came together and said that, I just love that. That showed me that from them people got off their call and got to work. What you just said is going on to organizations all around the country right now. Those guys didn't get off their call and just say, okay, that was a good call. These guys, that's why every day I'm saying something on this show about this election. Because you couldn't have got on that call and understand. You had guys from all walk of life listening to it and not be drive to do something. I done volunteered for this thing. I didn't even really volunteer. I just gave for Obama. So it's a difference, Jimmy. I know what's at stake, and I don't have time for people who don't understand that. I just ain't got patience with them. I ain't mad at them. I just ain't got patience with them. But man, shout out to them guys. It confirmed on that phone call how these people said, we're not going to leave no stone unturned. So somebody was smart enough in this community to say, wait, Mr. Hicks, man, couldn't we come? Hey, man, unbelievable.
That's dude, that's awesome.
Unbelievable.
Awesome. And of course, we don't have the real estate. And I'm thinking up for all the Divine Nine to set up tables, because it just that place. If you ever
what place you having it in now?
Sun Auto Sports Complex.
Used to be you're not at the.
That's where we were last year. But remember, on the first day we just did it at Yates.
The Super 16, man.
Yes,
my bad. Yeah, they ain't got no room. Yeah, they ain't got no.
Yeah, we don't have the room for the Alphas. We give them their space on this,
because they got there first, right?
They got there first,
but they welcome to come out though, Jimmy.
Yes, but I got to play.
Okay, come on.
If I'm not mistaken, voting day is November the 5th, right?
Yes.
So on Saturday, November the 2nd, well, it'd be too late to register. Too late to register then. Mm-hmm. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge the Houston Area Basketball Coaches Association and everybody that's doing a fall event. Gasso, you're coming into Houston, you're doing a fall event, open your doors for a voter registration drive.
They can set up tents outside. It's going to be hot.
It's gonna be warm, but we don't know. That's Super 16 is in October. First week in October.
Oh yeah, you'll be all right.
We don't know what the weather's gonna be then, but it's ways. Listen, this is an historic election. We thought the last one was because of COVID. It was because of COVID, but this one, this one is really
this one. Yeah.
Think what's at stake. You can have the first this, the first that, first this.
Forget the first this.
And understand, if somebody loses this election, Heather, if somebody loses this election, it could be detrimental for as handcuffs and penal system and as far as what they call it, you got the judicial system, the legislative bank, the executive. As far as the judicial system goes, it could be detrimental for number 45. He knows that. He knows that because some stuff can get overturned.
All I'm thinking about, Jimmy, is them 2 Supreme Court seats. Because Thomas and the other old one, they done. They 75, 78 years old. They done. We can't afford him to have 2 more. He got 6 of them already. We can't afford him to have 2 more. That's just the bottom line. That's it. He can't afford the we let him get away with them 3. That one you talking about going to handcuff, Jimmy, he appointed 3 people that's gonna be making decisions about us when we dead and gone, and our grandkids and our little Nico and all of them. And he said if he get a chance this time, he gonna get somebody 30 years old so they could be on there for 50 years. He said it out loud out of his mouth. He said, that's what I'm important. That's how important. And guess what? Every time they're gonna have one of these court cases, y'all, they're gonna send it to the Supreme Court, and his people gonna shut it down because he put them there. Y'all, it's a game out here being played. And all you Negroes out here talking about Kamala, I can't vote for her, I can't vote for her. Go to the beginning of this show. I got something for you. Go back to the Monday. I got something for you. To all of you people who talking about, I just can't vote for Jimmy. I just can't vote for Jimmy. I gave. You remember when you coming on the show? I gave them all them qualified. Then he said, she still ain't black enough. Jimmy, ain't now one of the presidents, Barack Obama, been black? So what the hell is he talking about? But shout out to Alpha Phi Alpha. Shout out to the rest of the Divine Nine, because I know y'all doing some stuff. Jimmy, the Divine Nine is doing some stuff, y'all, that they ain't talked about publicly, because you know you can't tell everybody everything. You know how it is. You know how we said it's the call, it's the meeting after the meeting. You'd have been to the meeting after the meeting. I went to one the other day. Jimmy, it's a meeting after the meeting. Because it's a lot of people's on that call they couldn't tell everything to. So it was another meeting. So guess what? It's some things going on down the pike, man. We just got to stay building. Listen, don't pay attention to the polls. Just go vote. Keep your head down. Go. Don't pay attention to the polls. But go and get us out of here, Jim.
Yeah, man, it's that time, of course, and it's almost time for USA basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Versus Brazil in the Olympics elimination round, quarterfinals. They're getting ready to get it in, and make sure you guys get up out of here. The women's 200 finals is this evening as well. The 200 finals is this evening for the ladies. So that should be intriguing as well. One of the highlights of the day. We want to definitely thank you guys for tuning into the Chop Shop. Make sure you share the show on your way out the door. Don't forget Super 16 Extravaganza. That's October the 4th through the 6th. Shout out to the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated for coming up with volunteering their services as in conducting a voter registration drive. It's simple. They have white cards, and people come that qualify. If you're 17 years and so many days old on that date, then you as a 12th grader or a teenager, you are eligible to sign up and vote. If you are an adult, every adult out there, they know it, isn't signed up to vote. There are some adults out there who may have been on parole or may have been on paper, and this could be their first time qualifying to vote. Guess what? Don't be ashamed. You sign up and right there on the spot, they will have, and I'm sure they will have a certified person who's approved to collect those voter registration cards. Everybody can't do that, Al. Anybody can't just go and sign nobody up to vote.
No,
you got to be a person that has been sworn in or taken the oath that can submit those voter registration cards. So this is a great thing. We'll see you guys anyway on tomorrow. But for now, we are up out of here. Peace. We're going to Chop Shop.
Hold on. Let me hit that button for you, boy. Let me get you out of here. Let me hit.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.